Hi everybody, it's me, Carrie, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I am back today for a Tiny Tip Tuesday. It's going to be a little bit of a twist today because it is, after all, party week. So I need to do things a little bit differently than I would on a normal Tiny Tip Tuesday. So my tiny tip is going to be tiny, but I do have kind of another thing in there for you guys. I am actually a little later than I usually am on Tuesdays, so I see that we still don't have anybody popped on, but I'm going to go ahead and start because I know that a lot of you do watch the recording. So, okay, so here we go. So today, finally, we can talk about what is inside these catalogs. So you are going to see that every day I am posting the pages from inside the Celebration catalog. I think I've explained this before, but in case you don't know how Celebration works, it used to be an annual thing from Stampin' Up! At the beginning of the year, and this year they made it January, February, and then again August and September. So it's really exciting. So you have 2 months to take advantage of this celebration. So how it works is for every $50 in product that you purchase, you get to pick items from the catalog. Now, there are, let's see, 1, 2, this is the paper I showed you yesterday, 3, 4, I'll be showing this paper soon, love it, 5, 6, 7, 8 items that are in this catalog that you can pick for free just for having a $50 order. Now, if you order $100 in products, there are 2 items. This is the Summer Shadows die, and oh darn it, I didn't grab my main catalog. I was going to, my friend is asking, when is my live? Okay. Let's see if I'm live. Oh yeah, people are watching, so I hope she figures it out. Okay, so I forgot to grab the catalog so you could see. This matches a stamp set called Shaded Summer, and it's on page 75 of the annual catalog. And I meant to have that handy, and I don't. Oh, here it is. Ah, ha ha. Life is Gouda, like the cheese. So let me find page 75 real quick in the main catalog. Is that it? Yep. So this is Shaded Summer, and these are the dies that will cut out the shapes. So here's this one, here's that one, and then some extra flowers and thingies that you can cut out, like leaves. Here's a leaf pattern. So this will not be for sale. It is only during Celebration, and it's only for free. So that's kind of cool. The other $100 item you guys saw me use on my Saturday sip, it's the Delicate Dahlias stamp set, which is just so pretty. So you can take either one of those are for a $100 order, or you can take 2 items that are $50 items. For instance, if you really think this Counting Sheep is adorable, there are Counting Sheep dies. They are separate, a $50 order, a $50 order. So if you have a $100 order, you can get them both. Or if, say you're in my VIP club and you're doing the $50 orders on the month, and that's all you want to do is a $50 order, you could get like the stamp set in August and then the dies in September. So that's what, and it is while supplies last. So there is that little caveat I have to throw out there. But anyway, that is how Celebration works. Also, if you decide that you are going to get together with friends, or you are so in love with this catalog, which I would totally get, you and your order, or you and your friends' orders, I am not judging here, and you get together and have $300 in products, whoever is deemed the hostess, is going to be able to get this In Your Words sentiment stamp set, and it is so stinking cute. I think I've showed it to you before, but there will be a close-up popping up soon on my website. Also, I do want to mention that if you have ever considered doing what I do, or just becoming a discount shopper, then you could join. You can buy the starter kit for $99. What you get for that $99 is $125 worth of product from any of the catalogs. Your celebration perk is that you also get to add a stamping bundle. That's usually a stamp set and dies, or a stamp set and a punch. Just so you know that that's what is considered a bundle. You get to add that to your stuff as part of your kit. Plus you get all of the things that you need, and you get me as your upline. So I'm not perfect, as you well know, but I am fun. So that is celebration. So now the mini catalog. I know we want to get to some fun stuff, and I haven't forgotten. In case you are you don't have the catalogs, you can view them on my Stampin' Up! Website, which is thememoryinkers.com. If you decide to shop, and if your order is under $150, please use this hostess code NDFX4CGC. But if it's over $150, then you would qualify for your own hostess rewards, so you wouldn't want to use that, or they would pop onto mine. But you'll still get all of the perks and benefits that I'm giving away. You saw for $50 orders and $100 orders. You'll still get that, even if you're a hostess. So today I posted that there were a couple of things that, due to unforeseen circumstances, are not currently available to purchase. So I wanted to point out what those are. So on the catalog, on pages 8 and 9, it shows you this awesome gingerbread and peppermint suite. You cannot order the suite, which is $143.50. And I love ordering by a suite. I really do. So I'm kind of bummed when we can't do that. But you can order everything separately except the gingerbread and peppermint Memories and More card pack, and the gingerbread and peppermint Memories and More cards and envelopes. So other than these things right here, you can order everything else, okay, including this adorable little die that makes the little this little box here. And I am going to be showing a lot of this set during the party on Friday, and we're also going to use a little bit of it today, a little bit of this designer series paper. So that's what's on back order, okay? So basically 2 things. It looks like 3 things because you can't order the collection because these 2 are part of the collection. Does that make sense? Okay, the other thing, and this one has been breaking my heart, and everybody is dying because we couldn't, even as demonstrators, we couldn't even, in the United States, couldn't pre-order. It's beautiful Blackberry Beauty. Again, you can't buy the suite because this gorgeous designer series paper is not available, but you can get everything else. So I just want you to understand that that is how the back order is working. Again, this looks like 2, but it's really only because of this. And frankly, when you buy the collection, you're not saving any money. It's just making it easier to get it, because the bundle price for the 2 is in here. So it's not like an additional discount when you buy the whole thing. So I wanted to make you guys aware of that. So awesome. If you have not yet received your mini catalog from me and you have ordered in the last 6 months, please give me a shout out. I need to tell Stampin' Up! I know some of you have already told me if you still don't have it, you should have it by now. Because a lot of people got them at the beginning of July. So let me know so I can make sure that we get them to you as soon as possible. All right. So today we are going to talk about the Sparkle of Seasons stamp set and dies. This is a bundle, and oh good, I did write it on here. The stamp set is $17. When you buy it with the dies, it's $45.75, or you can buy the dies separately for $34. But you're saving 10% when you get it as a bundle. This was what I was talking about when I said you could get a bundle for free when you join my team. This is what is considered a bundle, okay? Stamps and dies, or stamps and a punch. Okay, so I'm going to show you, this, like I said, this is a little bit of an unusual tiny tip. So I want to show you that one of the cards, which I will show you right here, this is made with the dies, so stinking cute, and the stamps, but everything else is die. But I'm hoping you guys can see that background. This is called the Star-Crossed Embossing Folder, and sometimes the embossing folders are hard to find, so I wanted to show you that that is on page 59 in the catalog. So, right, 59. It's here. And it almost, because it's like white on white, you can't even see what it is. So I wanted you guys to see it. This is what it looks like. And here it is on the card, so you guys can see that. And of course, the stamp set that I am using today is on page 58. So you can see some cute ideas that were done with it that I won't be doing. But I wanted you guys to see that. So here's my first card sample with this, which I think is just adorable. I don't do a lot of Halloween cards, but I really like this one. And my daughter really likes Halloween. So Brittany, if you're watching, you'll probably be getting this in October. So just so you know. Then it's really cool because you can do a Thanksgiving card. You can see I used this die and this die to create the wreath. What I did was this, oh, that's not the die, I'm sorry. It's this die and this die. And this die has little leaves on it. And if you look close, and I can show this in another video next week. This week is like booked. But I colored some of the leaves on that, and then I added some other leaves on here with these two different kind of leaf dies, just to do what I wanted. And see, I put them up there too. So and this, again, this is designer series paper that is from that same gingerbread designer series paper, which is 6x6, by the way. So and then this is just a piece of ribbon. So fun, right? So we have Halloween, we have Thanksgiving. Obviously, you can do Christmas. I mean, who doesn't think about wreaths at Christmas time, right? So you could definitely do a Christmas wreath. There's little circles here that you can use to cut out little holes just in your card, to cut out little dots if you want to use that for like Christmas bulbs. But frankly, I would use like the, I just gave some away. Let me grab it. I mean, we have all kinds of faceted gems, but these are a holiday rhinestone basic jewels. I want to say they're $9 in the catalog, but wouldn't these be beautiful on a wreath? Or we have red, just red. And then of course we have white, and we have rhinestone, and the rhinestone ones you can color, and we have all kinds of them, but this was the one I was thinking of. So anyway, that is what I'm thinking. Now, that's great if you want something for all the holidays, you know, and it does have, you know, holiday-like seasonal greetings, but you could use grateful and thankful for you anytime, right? So I wanted to show you, I took this piece, I'm not doing this card today, but I wanted to show it to you. I took this stamp and I just did it in several colors to just make this fun background. And this stamp is from the Hostess set for a $300 party. That is from that. And then one of the tiny tips I'm going to show you is how I dyed white baker's twine. I think I need some more. What do you think? I think I'm running out. White baker's twine. Now, I've showed you guys how to do ribbons a bunch of different ways, but while I'm thinking about that, let me show you. These are not the colors I use, but I'm gonna grab my real red, and I'm going to show you a different way to color like this string, because sometimes it's a little harder. So you know what? I think I need a newer ink pad. That's one of our older ones that has a bit of an edge. So we use one of our new style, because the new style, the pad is sticking up, so it works a little bit better. So all I did was, and I'm just going to do a little, is I rolled it like this, and see how it colored it. Now it's going to be very wet and juicy, so you're going to want to take a paper towel and just pull it through the paper towel a few times, and it'll remove some of the ink. I've showed other ways you can color it with your blends markers. You can set it on the ink pad and hold your finger on it in, you know, with a paper towel or whatever, and run it. But when you do that with this string, it doesn't, I don't think it colors it as good. Can you guys see that? How it doesn't go all the way around? But when you roll it, you're kind of getting all of it. So I wanted to show you that is a tiny tip for today. I have more to show you though, so don't go away, because it is party week and I can't just leave you like with that, right? So the other tip is to think outside the box and use this swirl for other things like this card. All right, so now this is the card I am going to show you that I made. Okay, and this piece right here is cut out of the gingerbread and peppermint stamp set, or DSP, and there's dies. There's obviously also a stamp that will stamp these, but there's dies that will cut out the little ornaments, they'll cut out the snowflakes. There's other stuff in there that will be cut out with the dies. As you can see, I cut out a snowflake here. So I wanted you guys to see that that is where my snowflake came from. And then I cut out one of these for the sample I will be making for you today, right here. So it's going to be a little bit different, and I'm using different ribbon also. So I have different ribbon set up. So let me move these things off to the side and show you what I did. So these are photopolymer stamps, so I did want my foam underneath. And of course, I'm going to want a scrap. Again, I like to use the grid paper that's made for the Stamparatus. I like the size of it. And I like the big stuff too, don't get me wrong. And when I did classes, I always used the big stuff, so you guys had a lot of room. But this is how I stamp on, I mean, do you guys do that? Can you guys comment on that? Because do you, when you stamp, do you end up with this much room, or are you really organized and you give yourself a lot of space? If you are, I'm so happy for you. But if you're like me, you'll make me feel better. Just so you know. Okay, so this is a piece of basic white cardstock, and I forgot to write down the measurements. I don't think I have them here. So this one is cut 3.5 by, I believe, 5 3/4. And then this piece will be, see, I did it opposite. This piece is 3 3/4 by 5. 5. My ruler is like wearing out, but I love metal rulers. I really do. Okay. And then of course a basic card, and I have a piece of basic white for the inside. So I'm going to show you how I made this Christmas tree. I took this one and thought, why can't that be a Christmas tree? Well, of course it can. You can make anything with anything, right? We're crafters. We know how to get nutty. Whoops, I just dropped my bow. Okay, good, it didn't go far. All right, so I'm starting with Old Olive, which is the same color as the base of my cardstock. And I'm going to ink it up, and I'm starting at the top of the tree, just because I knew that I wanted to have like a top of a tree, right? Okay, So then I just started off to the side, not going too far out, and then filling in with a second generation, which I forgot to do up here, so I probably should add that. That didn't even show up. So that gives your tree some more dimension. And you're going to want to, you're going to have a thick Christmas tree, which, I mean, who doesn't want a thick Christmas tree? I mean, you still want to be able to hang your ornaments and stuff, but we all want our tree to be beautiful. Now this one is definitely going out farther than my original tree. Okay, so basically that is my Christmas tree. Now on the inside of the card, I wanted to put a piece of Whisper White, so I just decided just to quickly just add some more Christmas tree-ish stuff. Makes it simpler. Could you do more? Of course you could, but I just did that just to have that on the inside of the card. So I'm all done with my old olive. So I'm going to move that aside, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to the inside of my card base. Don't go away. I have 2 drawings to do tonight. Two, and it's with the wheel. So if you're new and you haven't seen the wheel, woohoo! Hey, if this is your first time watching my video, can you comment and tell me that this is the first time you're watching me live? I would really like to know that. I had somebody do that for me yesterday, and it just made me really happy. I hope that you are following this page, especially this week. This week it's really important to follow my page and hit that notification button so that you know when I go live, because you have to be live to win the prize. Well, at least on Friday you do. Today I'm going to fake it a little bit. I'm going to stand up when I do the prizes and wait for a minute. But on Friday I will have my computer set up. So now I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas, which is also here in the stamp set. And I'm using Real Red ink. Ink that up. And then just remember, perfection is overrated. I have a friend who, so that she doesn't ever mess up, she purposely does everything crooked, because then she says nobody knows that I didn't know what I was doing, which I think is kind of funny. So there's the Merry Christmas. And my red is kind of juicy, so I'm going to fan that just a little bit. So what I'm going to be drawing for today is for today, everybody who made a comment on any of my posts today are in one drawing. And then the people who shared any of my posts or my videos today are in another drawing. I'm not necessarily going to do 2 drawings every day, but I might. So, and which one will I do? Will I do comments? Will I do shares? Will I do both? I guess that's the fun of being at one of these kind of parties, right? You just never know what my crazy mind is going to decide to do. Okay, so now I have that. Now I want to put on my bow. So the easiest way to do that is to figure out where you want your ornament. Now I can see I put this tree out a little bit further than that one, so I don't really love that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it more centered, where this one is kind of off to the side. But I kind of want to hide that I screwed up with my tree. Doesn't look as much like a tree, does it? I know, bummer. Why? Because I'm live. So I'm going to take the ribbon and I'm going to attach it just right in the center. And if you guys have ever seen me attach ribbon, you know that I just go ahead, if it's going on the back of something, I just go ahead and put the adhesive all the way around. Now, if you live in a drier climate, you may not need to put adhesive all the way around your card. But I live in Michigan, where it is humid. We are surrounded by lakes, after all. So, yeah, I definitely want more. So then I'm just going to hold the ribbon and then fold it over. And then I will set this on my card front, like that. Put a little bit of adhesive right there. Hopefully that's long enough, just enough to catch my ribbon. And then I'm just going to take some Stampin' Dimensionals, and because this is paper, I like to put extra dimensionals on it. I think I said that recently. I think I was doing something with a snowflake from this whole set. And I just like to be sure that it is going to cover it good. Now, we do have like pieces of dimensional that are one sheet like this, and I could have used that, and I could have cut it out because it'll cut with dies, but I didn't, so I am just faking it. So for the center, I am going to just cut out a square, just for fun, just to make it hold up through the mail. And then, of course, go ahead and remove all of my transfers. Do you guys find these everywhere? I think we all do, right? It's like I find them everywhere. Like, it's funny. I'll find them in my bed sheets, and I find them stuck to my cat. They're everywhere. It's crazy. But hey, it's the life of a crafter, right? Then I'm just going to set this right there, and then I'm going to, I pre-made my bow so you guys wouldn't have to watch me, and I put tear and tape on the back. And I think I told you guys that I do this thing when I take, like if this was the tear and tape, I take, if I've cut this off, I take an end and fold it over. Excuse me, I think I'm going to need some water. That makes it easy when I want to peel it off the ribbon, because see, this piece isn't stuck down. So I can then set that right there. Excuse me. So while I drink, let me know what you think of that one. Just water. For those of you who know me, I don't do the alcohol thing. Okay, so which one do you like better? Real red? Old olive? Which one's your choice? You should comment on that. Just a suggestion. You might want to comment on that. Okay, so here are all of the cards that I made. There's so many more ideas though, everybody. So many more. So here are the cards that I made with this awesome, awesome stamp set. Fun, right? So just remember, think outside the box. Think of different ways to color your threads and yarns that are going to make it easier for you. Okay, now let's have a drawing. Yay! So I scooped together a boatload of retired embellishments. They're all in here. These are our rhinestone, our basic pearls and our rhinestones. They used to come packaged like this with like a string of pearls, and then they changed it up. So I have 2 of these to give away, so that's kind of cool. So I have a lot in here, and it's all on the wheel, my wonderful wheel. So I'm going to stand up so that I can see what you guys can see. Thank you, Amy. Okay. Here's where the button is, in case you can't see it, but I'm going to go ahead and decide what we're going to win, and then I will pull a winner. Okay, metallic enamel shapes. Let me find them so that you guys will know what they are. Okay, so it's these right here. That's what we're winning. They're in gold and silver, and there's circles and hearts and stars. And this is going to be for, this is my little comment treasure chest. This is for someone who has commented. So let me search that. Liz Bradley. So Liz Bradley is going to win. I think I have more of these too. I'm going to have to look. Liz Bradley is going to win these awesome metallic shapes. Okay. Another spin for those who shared my video. adhesive backed snowflakes. Oh, this is a good time to get these because y'all are probably getting ready to make your holiday cards. So that would be cool. Amy Davila. Yay, Amy. I have your address. Liz, I think I have yours, but you might want to send me a message just in case I don't. Amy, I know I've got your address. So Amy is going to win the adhesive backed snowflake. So yay, congratulations. Now I'm going to put, look at how I have new on here because I knew I didn't use any of them. I am going to put your names, both you, Amy and Liz, and everybody in my 2 treasure chests. I'm going to empty these out into another container for Friday's party. And we're going to start again. I will definitely be collecting every share, every comment. So like you guys who are commenting today, you people who are sharing today, you're going to get put in these boxes. I may or may not draw from both tomorrow. I may just draw from one, but let's say that I only draw from the shares tomorrow. I will still have all of the comments in this box and they will stay in there for the next drawing. Does that make sense? But every day I'm going to, like if I've drawn for this, I'm going to empty it out so that we have new stuff. But then all those names will go back into a bigger drawing for prizes on Friday at the party. So hopefully you guys are going to come back and see me again. I'm posting a lot this week and I'm showing you a lot because it's the new catalog. And I will be back tomorrow again at 6:30 for another live presentation. I'm doing them all this week because it is party week. So don't forget to come back and remember to comment below if you have shared my post on your page. If you are not yet following me or you're seeing this on someone else's shared post, please be sure to go over to facebook.com/Memory Inkers to follow me. If you're ready to shop or you want to see the catalog online, go to my Stampin' Up! Website, memoryinkers.com. Don't forget, it is celebration. Okay, everybody. See you tomorrow. Have a fabulous evening.